have seen what happens to people who give up. It's so amazing to see what happens when you just don't stop. What's up, everybody? I'm Jason Koiter, and this is the behind-the-scenes look at my new album. I've been a musician my whole life, and even though I stay very busy now with my family and working on an awesome TV show called Criminal Minds, I still miraculously find time to make music. My parents are the ones who really pushed me into the musical world. My dad's a piano man. He's been in the business for, over 40 years now. And my mom also plays piano and a little bit of guitar too. Started with piano. Once I hit the junior high school years is when I kind of got into rock and roll. My first serious band was a band called Martyrs and Poets. It really kind of happened as a fluke. I was driving to a drum lesson in a music store to quit drums. My drum teacher at the time, Art Noble, was like, you can't quit. You're good at the drums. You could be great at the drums. Take some more time to think about it. And I walked out of the drum lesson and I saw a man playing guitar and singing. And I was like, that guy is awesome. Art, who was walking me out, just flat out yelled across the store, hey, you playing the guitar? Yeah, you. Want to be in a band with this guy? He's really good. And Nate looks over at us, pauses for a second and says, you know what? I could use a drummer. And that was seriously how it all began. After Martyrs and Poets disbanded, I went on to play as a touring musician, kind of a hired gun for J.T. Hodges, a fantastic country artist. The other artist that I've been working with and loved working with is J.R. Richards, the lead singer-songwriter from Dishwalla. We wrote a couple songs together. We still keep in touch. I actually bounce song ideas off of him, and I have throughout this process of this album. Now we're 3 steps forward and 2 steps back, but at least we can say... This whole concept of doing an album just sort of came out of nowhere. It was definitely nothing that was planned. I talked to J.R. Richards just to touch base with him, and he was like, hey, what are you doing tonight? I'm mixing the last track of my new album over at this studio called East West Studios. It was right next to where I was working that day. It was great to just get back into a really awesome, large format studio. And listening to J.R.'s new music and everything the whole night was just really inspiring. And so I decided that when I woke up the next morning that, hey, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to write music. I'm going to write songs. I came up with one called Shooting Stars. The more I put together, the song became more and more what I hoped it would be. And I played it for my wife and played it for the kids. And they all agreed unanimously that I should release the song. But I couldn't just release one.
What's your favorite song of Daddy's?
Shooting Stars and I Know You Know. That's the same thing as me.
What's your favorite song of Daddy's?
Shooting Stars.
Shooting Stars? Why is Shooting Stars your favorite?
Because it has a big guitar solo.
My family, a huge influence on the album and the writing of the songs and everything. I wouldn't probably even be making this record if it didn't mean so much to my wife and children. So here we are in Barnstormer's studio, my personal studio space. This was a barn that I have converted. I think it's important to have your own creative space like this as a musician. I think it cultivates inspiration and it cultivates accomplishment. Recording everything myself is probably the most challenging thing I've ever had to do musically. To do everything myself, the drums and the acoustic guitars, electric guitars, bass, keyboards, and even vocals. It's all me. The Chosen One is a bit of a departure for me. It takes you down a little bit more of an edgier path. The song is about control.
Take me, pull me right out of the sun.
Sometimes we encounter people or forces in our lives that want to take control, or maybe they have control of us in some way. We have to lash out with whatever we can and try our best to break free from that. As far as the album goes, one of the main themes is perseverance. It's kind of like my anthem for, the big dreamers, the underdogs, the people facing long odds. The reason that my writing has taken the theme that it's taken is because I've, been actively pursuing a number of my own dreams for the past, 15, 20 years of adulthood.
But you say you want it now, and you'll find your way somehow. But you can't break through the chains that keep holding you down.
What's next is I want to share it with as many people as I can. It has been a labor of love. And I just hope that when people hear it, they enjoy it.
You're lost in the life that you found.
I'm always going to be writing music, probably for the rest of my life. No, definitely for the rest of my life.